wrestling fans gave us a beautiful plaque down here. Our wrestling fans dream, it says. It's a parent. General Skandor Akbar taking a couple of cheap shots. Give it to the security guard to get it out of here. Give it to the security guard to get it out of here. That Akbar, I saw what you did to Embry's plaque. You're not going to do that to this gift. Yeah, this was a gift from the fans for us. You just go over and manage your team. What, you want to wrestle me next? You got enough folks behind? Yeah. Just stay over there. Jeff Jarrett in the ring, one-on-one against Gary Young. Gary Young, the wrestler of the team. Manson, of course, as we've discussed in the past, Mark, very much the brawler. Young showing it right there, taking the smaller man. Good step in, hip toss, caught the leverage right. Jeff Jarrett, a little light for world-class wrestling standards at about 210 pounds. But much quicker than some of our other wrestlers. Young able to get in there, hoist him over, and give him the big hip toss.
Frank Akbar is really feeling his oats after all this mess that he is so delighted with and proud of.
Well, he sure is. And Mark, I guess in his own demented mind, he should be. It's a pathetic way to... Whoa! What a tackle. Down goes Young. Over and across. Young going for the hip toss. Reversed by Jarrett. No! Looky here. There's a move you don't normally see north of the border right there. Jarrett showing his power. He picks up the 250-pound Gary Young's.
Flying leg scissors by Jeff Jarrett. Now a second time.
You notice when he jumped up, Mark, he didn't even put a hand on him. He jumped right up and hooked that leg scissor. What arm strength. Look at these drop kicks. Gentleman Chris Adams on the apron, just like we are enjoying Jeff Jarrett as he tears apart Cactus Jack Manson and gorgeous Gary Young.
Very, very exciting, and this good crowd on hand here at the Sportatorium is really enjoying this display of strength and skill and speed.
Gary Young back in the ring, ready to do battle. I'll tell you, you got to watch when you wrestle this team. Of course, you got to watch that Manson. That's one goofy kid. This guy behind me, Akbar.
He's going after our plaque again. That's what he's doing.
I thought that went to the back.
He's looking for it, though.
Just like we did Eric Embry's trophy, a plaque from the fans. Akbar! All you people believe in Akbar. I'm so great, I can't stand it myself. I'm so great.
That's good.
There's an occasion when we agree, Mark. I can't stand it either.
Gentlemen, Chris Adams with the armbar on gorgeous Gary Young, who's back as a man now after his earlier display in drag.
Good to see Chris Adams back in the world-class ring after a long hiatus. Of course, Chris very active in promotion and wrestling, taking something of a back seat, but certainly not tonight, Mark. He's here ready to go, and what better partner could he have than young Jeff Jarrett?
Adams. On George Gary, and there's Cactus Jack Manson. Adams thrown in the rope. Rebound, shoulder.
Chris Adams, a stout individual, has broad shoulders. Oh, leapfrog over the top. High arm drag, standing arm drag. That's the difference in amateur and professional wrestling right there. That in an amateur ring would have caused a disqualification. You can't set your man down on the mat hard. What he did, he picked him up, set him down, double elbow. Jeff Jarrett doesn't have the weight to hold him down. But that's the difference, Mark, between the amateur and the professional style right there. In amateur wrestling, you are responsible for the safety of your man as you place him to the mat. In the professional ranks, you are not.
There's Akbar looking on. You know, gorgeous Gary's a pretty big guy.
He truly is. He's one of those folks that you got to stand up beside to realize how big he is. He's like the ninja. It's another one. Who the closer you get to them, the bigger you realize they are. This man is close to 250 pounds.
Now, despite all of the madness and all of the excitement that we've seen thus far here on Channel 11 today, remember, we've got Brickhouse Brown against the Iceman here.
Both those matches, Mark. You know, the ring isn't big enough to hold Brickhouse Brown and the Iceman King Parsons. Oh, another quick arm drag. Hawk Manson charging in. Oh, this Jarrett is fast, Mark. I'll tell you what.
Tag is paid for gentleman Chris Adams as Jarrett sets him up. Here's Adams with a kick.
course, Kerry Von Erich, Jerry the King Lawler, those many thousands here across the Metroplex who saw it on the pay-per-view, saw what happened. The folks in Chicago saw what happened. We talked about it at the onset of the show. It was one of those things, Mark, where in retrospect, I lost my temper at the pay-per-view, and I said a few things to the referee that I know I shouldn't have. But in his mind, in the mind of the doctor at ringside, they were doing what they thought was best for Kerry Von Erich. And I know that they watch our show here on KTV. I apologize for what they did do. I thought it was a bad call. I still think it's a bad call. Oh, my goodness, did he catch Adams in the stomach? Good. I thought it was a bad call then. I think it's a bad call now. But I do believe they, in their mind, were doing what they thought was right, and you can't fault a man for that.
Cactus Jack Manson taking Chris Adams over to Gary Young's boot, and there's the tag.
Teamwork beginning to take effect. You know, Chris Adams has never tagged with Jeff Jarrett before. They did well at the onslaught, but it was all with basic moves. Now we get down into tag team wrestling, and Manson and Young are a team. So if they stand a chance of beating an athlete to the caliber of Chris Adams or Jeff Jarrett, they have to work together as a team. They have to isolate one man and work as a team, and that's what they're doing right now with Chris Adams.
Cactus Jack Manson, a very dangerous and unusual individual, is biting on Adams and now nails him with a right.
His own momentum over the top rope. That is an automatic disqualification. He went over the top rope by his own momentum, and that is not an automatic disqualification.
And look who's demanding justice.
Yeah, look who's demanding justice. Good point, Mark Lawrence. Oh! Spinning kick in the back of the head. That caught Gary Young flat-footed. He wasn't looking for that, Mark.
Adams with a tag for Jarrett. Here comes Jeffrey.
Jarrett, he's fired up. Oh, right. Another right. Here comes Chris Adams back to the ring. Mark, we've got mayhem once again in this auditorium. All 4 men in the ring.
The fans roaring here as Adams and Jarrett are all over gorgeous Gary Young and Cactus Jack Manson. Watch this.
Oh, set him for the ride. Double clutch together.
There's a shot on Akbar. That really brings the house down.
Akbar up on the apron where he didn't belong. Put that big Arab nose in there. Oh, no. Look out. Here comes the Iceman. Look out.
Iceman King Parsons has crashed the ring after Akbar got hit.
Here's Brickhouse Brown. Brickhouse Brown from the outside. He saw the Iceman. He's all over Iceman. It's Brickhouse Brown all over the Iceman. It's Gary Young and Jeff Jarrett. Chris Adams on the floor chasing Manson. And Brickhouse Brown, Jeff Jarrett, and gentleman Chris Adams have cleared this ring, Mark.
Fans standing, fans roaring. What tremendous excitement here with this high level of emotion.
Disqualification. Your winners, Jeff Jarrett and gentleman Chris Adams.